You know, we really have to ask ourselves, does any of this truly matter? I mean, seriously, WWE. Let's just go ahead and roll that mother effing intro.
Free fall as I die through the kaleidoscope in my mind. No rope up to climb. Gotta remind myself that I'm fine. Mama, I don't really wanna.
All right, so I have consumed WWF, WWE product for a number of years. Consume the good, the bad, you know, and even at some points stop watching altogether. And right now, we are at a point in time where watching WWE has become a drag for me. I mean, yeah, there are some good parts, there's some things that are entertaining and stuff like that. But I mean, as a whole, it feels like a waste of time. Like there are days and weeks that I go on and it Raw will come on, SmackDown will come on, and I'll just completely decide not to watch and be perfectly okay with it. I mean, hell, it's already at the point now with AEW where it's like I'm not even paying attention to anything. And it makes it very difficult. I mean, not and the content creation and the YouTube channel aside, just as a fan of professional wrestling and wanting to consume it and wanting to watch it and wanting to be enthralled and engaged with it, like I'm honestly always left in like this whole rinse and repeat cycle where it's like I'll see something, oh yeah, we've been here before. It's like, oh, we're going back to the well with this. And it shouldn't be like that. You know, they're they are a billion-dollar company with a number of resources. They have a number of talent. They have a number of talented, writers, production team, so on and so forth. There is no excuse for them to be phoning it in. And this is the issue that I have when it comes to the whole competition aspect. You know, I understand that it's competition, helps build companies. Iron sharpens iron. I don't think it should be like that because with WWE, you've already been in this position with WCW. You were in this position to some extent when it came to AEW when they first launched. So you've already gone, like you shouldn't want to be put back into that position. Buying up the competition, in terms of a TNA or AAA or wanting to have some type of deal with New Japan, and potentially wanting to purchase New Japan. It shouldn't get to a point where it's like, you know what, we believe we're not good enough to compete, so we're just going to go ahead and just let our money do the talking. It shouldn't be that. You have too many things going for you at this point in time where you should have no excuse to be as piss poor as you are. You shouldn't be just coasting. You should be able to want to create those moments and want to be able to set the standard, because again, you are the biggest professional wrestling company in the fucking world. There, you should have people trying to get to you, not just in terms of the size of that you are, but of the standard that you set. You should be able to be, the highest production. You should be the most engaging storytelling. You should be, the highest level of in-ring competition. You should be the best of the best across the board completely. But instead, you say, you know what? Fuck it. We have 3 shows per week that we got. Go ahead. Just give them whatever. And then and then you wonder why people just want to fucking leave. The situation with Jasmine Nix. I don't blame her. Her having a good job and then feeling like she's wasted the 5 years that she was there. to the point to where, and I don't know if she's going to go back into professional wrestling, but it seems like she's not. It seems like she wants to go and do soccer. And you can't blame her because she wasn't really doing much of anything in NXT. You know, the shit with Santos Escobar, and I had messaged the group when the initial rumor of him not wanting to resign was released. And I said, I'm glad. It's like I'm glad that he didn't resign. And I said that because they weren't using him, and I believe that he deserved better. Because it's not fair to have somebody who's doing what they're doing on NXT with Legado del Fantasma and then bring them up with Legado del Fantasma and then have them go in the storyline with LWO, which absolutely went nowhere. And then to prop them up as if you're going to do something with them, then include Andrade to some extent, not necessarily to join a group or to link up with them. You just have them floating around, and then you have Penta and Phoenix come in, and then you throw all your eggs in the basket, all your eggs in the basket with them. Which now it's like now they're just a prop at this point because you're not really utilizing them the way that you were in the very beginning. So now all the Latin talent that you did prop up, you take AAA, and instead of taking the majority of that talent and having them go over there or vice versa, you take your other stars, and have them propped up over there instead, outside of a Dominic Mysterio, of course. And Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo. There's more that you can do with talent. And this is what brings me to my main issue with all of this. The Santos Escobar thing, especially when he decided to resign. And I don't know if it is true, because the rumor is that they addressed his creative concerns and then offered him more money, which is fine. If that's the case and that's all in good faith and they're going to do something better creatively with him, I am all for. But my issue is if that's the case and you can make that concession for Santos, somebody who you really weren't doing anything with, almost to the point to where he seemed more like a manager than an in-ring performer. You can do all that for him. But when it comes to Karrion Kross, who was getting one hell of an ovation and fan support and online support and everything, and all he wanted was to know what he was worth, probably better creative direction, and you couldn't make that concession for him, the shit is ass backwards. It's ass backwards because nothing makes sense. Nothing makes sense at all. And I can't put my finger on what the hell it could be, because there seems to be a lot of moves that's going on, but every bit of it leading to absolutely nowhere. The fact that you have a roster full of talented individuals and you are just deathly afraid to take a chance. Like now the Jey Uso stuff, surprising, but it made sense. And you actually paid attention to the ovation that he was getting and the stuff that was going on there. Fantastic. My thing is, why didn't you keep the trend of that? There are plenty of people to take a chance on it. Chad Gable, who I have vehemently been touting and just saying like he deserves something. You have, I mean, LA Knight is in the spot that he's in. That's fine, but he deserves to be a world champion at some point, and I believe that he will. But you're taking your time and putting and investing it into a Roman Reigns. Nothing against that. I believe that he is the biggest star in WWE. You're investing in John Cena, which makes sense because this is last year retirement, even though that you've done a lot of questionable things with his storyline. But you have so many people that you can invest in as far as future, as far as the future goes. You know, you could have done a whole lot with the Latin stars outside of what you did with LWO, because that was a fart in the water completely. And you did nothing with that. Zelina Vega may have had some good parts out of that coming out of that, but LWO is nothing, is not worth anything at this point. And you've taken something that could have been fantastic and completely just shit the bed with it. Not to mention the stuff you're doing with Drew McIntyre, who, yeah, he's a vet in WWE, but there's a lot of things that he would deserve at this point, because you keep shitting the bed with his situation. So that shit makes no sense, because it's like, oh yeah, let's go ahead and take somebody who, either one, the fans like, two, has been somebody who's been very consistent and reliable, and let's just give him nothing. You're basically giving Drew McIntyre the Sheamus treatment that you were giving him years back. None of it makes fucking sense. Then you have a whole bunch of stories that lead to nothing. The stuff with the Kabuki Warriors, you could have done a lot better, but I feel like this is a means to an end just to get Rhea and Kyrie going, because I can almost guarantee that after this match for Crown Jewel, nothing's going to happen. It's going to be dead and gone at this point. And to even segue to fucking Crown Jewel is pointless. There's almost no reason to fucking watch it, because the matches really don't make any fucking sense either. Like, yeah, cool, you got champion versus champion. You could have easily put that on a Survivor Series situation, whatever. You could have had the fucking brand clash if you wanted to do something like that. But none of that shit makes sense for this fucking Crown Jewel, for the Crown Jewel title. Like, that shit doesn't even make any sense. It's like you're just doing shit just to fucking do it. So you got those two matches. You have the storyless AJ Styles and John Cena shit. Came out of fucking nowhere. Doesn't make any sense. Cool. You got that. Like I said, the Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Kabuki Warriors match. All right. And then you have Roman Reigns and Bronson Reed running it back for an Australian street fight. This is the card for Crown Jewel. And the only thing that really has any real buildup is the tag match to an extent, and then the Roman Reigns and Bronson Reed. But we've already seen this match, though. We've already seen this match. Are you holding off on having him go against Braun Breaker? I mean, I don't like where WWE is, because it's only at best 20% good story-wise right now. And it feels completely directionless. We are at this point now, because we're in October, so we're in the fourth quarter of the year. This should be where WrestleMania is being built up. And I have a feeling that it's not going to be built up leading into Mania, probably until January, when we start getting the Royal Rumble stuff going. Like, we should have some idea where things are going for Mania. It is difficult to watch. It is difficult to want to watch. I didn't watch Raw this week. I didn't watch AEW this week. I didn't watch NXT this week. And I probably won't watch SmackDown tonight, because I just don't care. I don't fucking care. They're taking the same energy with their fucking WrestleMania ticket prices and giving that same energy to the story, because it's like they clearly don't care about the fucking fans. They clearly don't. They know they got us by the balls like this, like, oh yeah, you're gonna pay for it anyway. We got the majority, so yeah, some of y'all don't care, whatever. We know there's going to be people that watch the slop that we feed you anyway. So, we're going to bank on that. And you can complain all you want. But at the end of the day, we're still going to make our money. We're still going to get viewership. And then there. Oh, yeah. It's going to be difficult the next few months. I can guarantee it. So, whether you loved it, hate it, don't forget to rate it. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Leave all your comments, questions, concerns down below. Let me know how you feel, if you agree or disagree with what I'm having to say. If you agree with me, let me know why. If you disagree, let me know why. Let me know if you're still watching any shows, or if you've just altogether just stopped watching WWE, AEW, whatever shows, But this is coming from a fan who has become very fucking depleted with the WWE product, and I don't know. I honestly do not know, and I'm sorry that this is more of a damper, but hey, it is what it is. But regardless, tag the notification bell, tag the like button, tag the subscribe button, follow everything that we got going on, and until next time, you beautiful, 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 beautiful mother effers. Tag the fucketh out.
Dollars make a way to make a change. Gotta be insane to make them same mistakes again. So I'm switching lane to lane. Pray the curb don't scrape the